All right, here with reaction, Fox News contributor Joe Concha. You know, I actually get the biggest kick out of Liberal Joe. Isn't that the same guy after the election that wanted to make amends and meet with President Trump and have breakfast with him and Mika? Is that the same couple?
Same couple that went down to Mar-a-Lago just a couple of weeks later. Well, he's back to being that Joe. It's hard to have the name Joe these days, Sean, certainly for sure when you have a Biden and a Scarborough saying what they say. And the fact that, you know, the memos clearly went out, by the way, right? Fishing boats. We just saw it in that montage over and over. Yeah, it's the modern day SS Minnow. I guess now fishermen, that's the new Maryland man, right? Kilmar Abrego Garcia, of course, I'm referring to the alleged MS-13 gangbanger who was a wife beater and human trafficker. They defended him in the same way they're trying to tell us that these boats down here are just, you know, the SS Minnow, just going out for catch a couple of fish, I guess. Overall, though, Sean, I mean, just to get serious for a moment, 56,000 U.S. service members were killed during the Vietnam War. Our combat role there lasted about 8 years. Twice as many Americans are killed by fentanyl or cocaine that comes from places like Venezuela in just 1 year alone. And yet we see Democrats in the media defending narco-terrorists the same way they defend those who are committing violent crimes, who are in the country illegally, from being deported. So just listen to the words of the next mayor of next mayor of New York, or the mayor of Chicago current, or the mayor of Los Angeles, Minneapolis, or the governor of California for that matter. They're defending all these folks, not realizing just how foolish and how pathetic they look in doing so.
Okay, so if this is their new term for this, that they're fishing boats, don't you think you need to see fishing equipment? And when you see when they had that double tap shot that was so controversial until we found out the people were trying to retrieve the drugs in the water, I don't think they were, you know, going deep diving trying to grab lobster.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's bait that's on those boats just to catch a couple of fish, Sean. Certainly, that's for sure. But what I think what we're seeing here from the Trump administration and the president himself, obviously, is that when America says something, that it needs to mean something. It must mean something, because think of the past couple of presidents and how their words meant nothing. Barack Obama's red lines meant nothing. Joe Biden telling Vladimir Putin not to invade Ukraine only to be ignored meant nothing. Now Donald Trump is showing that America's word actually does mean something. Just ask the Venezuelans here at this point if they realize that now he does mean business, just like Iran learned that he meant business when he took out their nuclear facilities at Fordo, Sean.
All right, Joe Concha, thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.